Alright, everybody say bye, Vegas. We're heading to New Mexico now. Taking 15 to 93 to the whatever to the 40. Hopefully I'll shut it down in Flagstaff tonight. Good morning from Flagstaff, Arizona, you guys. I made it to Flagstaff from Vegas yesterday. I cashed in 16,000 points and I got a free night. So I got here about 9:30 and I woke up at 5 so I could dispatch Darren and Jason. Jason had a little bit more space than we thought he was going to have, so I found him another little $600 piece, and he's on his way to pick that up. And I was done by 6:30, and I was just getting off the phone with Jason. He's like, "All right, so you're going to hit the road?" I was like, "No, I'm going to probably take a nap." You know, like I'm probably going to go back to bed now that I've taken care of you guys, because I'm still tired. I'm Flagstaff to Santa Fe, New Mexico. I got about a 6-hour drive. It's about 8 o'clock, so I'm just warming up the old girl right now. I'm not sure, you guys. This next one we're picking up, again, uncharted territory, something that I've never done before, so it makes for good video for you guys. I've never hauled a tiny home, so it's not over-dimensional. At least that's what my customer says. It's big. It is big. We're gonna go check it out. Let's see how it goes, you guys. I don't know. Let's see if we can get this on and off safely. It's only about a 400-mile drive. I'm still at the Quality Inn here, whatever. So going back to the fuel, right? So I was telling you guys about the fuel that I spent in order to get from Texas to Vegas for the last power only. I'm still working on the fuel from that load. So I have a half a tank, which my truck is telling me is about 385 miles. I have more than that to go, but I also know that I'm going to hit some Mavericks here on I-40 that usually have a really good price for fuel. You know, the power only had a very good rate, but it also gave me pretty good MPG. I got I think 9 miles to the gallon is what that was. Now it says 9.5 because I've gone 281 miles since I dropped it off, but you know, about 9 miles to the gallon on that last one. So pretty good. And pretty much the fuel from that last run is going to get me to my next run. The only thing with the power only, you guys, that I don't necessarily care for is the amount of deadhead, right? I mean, obviously I got a 1-ton dually that I could run these power onlys in. Probably I could run them in a 3/4 ton, or I could run them in a 1 ton that's a single rear wheel. But I have dualies because I normally run flatbed, right? Deadhead from one to the other for me is not that much fun, but it is cool, right? I mean, I get to have breakfast wherever I want. I get to stop wherever I want. It has its pros and cons, right? Like I can eat wherever I want. I can stop wherever I want. I can grab coffee wherever I want. I'm not at the whim of, you know, I parked inside the parking lot in Flagstaff where there's not a lot of truck-friendly hotels. There's pros and cons to it, you know, but ultimately my engine's only going to last so long, right? And I'm only going to get a certain MPG whether I have a trailer or whether I don't have a trailer. So I'm still going to spend a decent amount of money on diesel, right? On diesel to get me from one to the other. And we'll go over that some more a little bit later. But it's cool, you know. I mean, my truck's paid off. I don't have a trailer behind me, and I'll make $6,000, you know. And Eddie's gonna make $10,000 this week, so he did $8,000 on his 2 trailers that he's gonna be dropping this morning, and then I got him almost $10,000. I got him two vehicles because one's going to a certain place where he wants to go to, and the other one's going also on his way home. And then hopefully he gets to pick up his Chevy truck from the dealership that's been in the dealership for 12 weeks now. The cool kids get the cool loads, so I guess I'm the cool kid on this trip, you guys. Picking this one up from, I don't know, I guess the manufacturer. It's a hotel tiny house, and it's going to fairgrounds, county fair or something like that. So I'm just gonna do a quick little walk around. I already checked everything. I already talked to, you know, the shipper and all that good stuff. It's all locked up, so don't have a clue what's in it, but I can tell that there's a little bit of like furniture and stuff in it. Other than that, it's pretty wrapped up pretty good, and hopefully it stays that way. They put plywood on the front of it. I guess there's another little, just like there is on the back, there's another little like patio or something in the front, but they put that plywood up there. They had a tarp, and I told my customer, like, tarp's no good. So this is a 34-footer, 8.6 wide, and 12.5 tall. I'm going to be going pretty slow because they got 10 ply tires on there. And it's a short trip just up to Colorado. But I'm still going to be taking it pretty slow, see how she feels, and go from there. Wait on my clock so I can head out of here with this tiny house. But 15.7, 16 miles to the gallon. This was my deadhead, 16 miles to the gallon, almost a 600-mile deadhead. To pick this one up from Vegas on the last one to this one. And this one's only going to be about a 400 or less mile trip. But if you add the 400 to this 600, that's 1,000 miles. It's paying 2,000. If you only look at this tiny house as the loaded miles, it's less than 400 miles for $2,000, so it's a very nice rate of pay. But if you add in this 600 miles to the 400, that's 1,000 miles, and it's paying $2,000. So again, it's how you want to look at it, right? It's how you want to look at it. In my mind, if I had my trailer, I could have been averaging $2.50 a mile, all miles, right? And on this one, I'm running 600 miles with no trailer to run 400 miles for the load, with the load, I should say. If you look at all miles, then that's $2 a mile. So it's really, it's how you want to look at it, right? It's in my head, like I just drove 600 miles for not for nothing, but empty. And some guys will look at that as, oh wow, that's not bad. But I look at these miles and I'm like, okay, well, I still have to pay the fuel. That's still my tires. That's still my brakes. That's still my oil change. I mean, it's still maintenance, right? That you have to put on the truck, even though it doesn't matter if you have a load or no load. So that's how I look at it. But other guys may look at it as, oh, that's really good. You just drove your pickup truck, and you didn't have a trailer behind you. So it's really a matter of how you want to look at it. Oh, I just thought I would share this with you guys. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's my office today. Well, it's slow going with this tiny house, that's for sure. Very slow going. Google says it's a 6-hour drive, but it'll be a 10-hour drive without stops, which you guys know, I'm a girl. I had to pee, okay? I had to find a bathroom. At 50, that's where it feels good. And the shipper was like, it's like a maximum 55 miles an hour. And I shook my head. I was like, I wouldn't go 55 with this freaking crazy thing through the damn mountains. I'm about to start climbing into Las Vegas, New Mexico on I-25. I've been on I-25 for a little bit already, but just beautiful. Just beautiful. The sun is setting, you guys. Look over here. Oh, take you down. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. There's my wind block. So I'm gonna keep climbing, and I'll get this thing dropped tomorrow. Either way, it'll be dropped tomorrow. I'll put the landing gear back on it. I had the guy take the landing gear off because it was set really low, and going over bumps, I didn't want them to rip off or tear or break, or mess up the trailer or mess up the tiny house, because they were set really low. You couldn't really retract them. So I just had him pull them off. So I'll put them back on once I get close. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. Oh man, I slept at a rest area last night, but I guess I started this morning and it was still dark, and I guess I just wasn't rested enough, So I started this morning. It was still dark, and I was kind of just winding through the mountains, Raton Pass and stuff like that, and it was putting me back to sleep, and I was like, oh God, I was like, it's still dark. I can go just take a nap for an hour and I'll be fine. So that's what I did. So that's what I pulled in face forward. Okay, I don't normally do that. I know I back in, but I pulled in just face forward. I took a nap for about an hour. So let's get us some coffee. Woo. That's what they don't have at the rest area. That's what I needed. Well, I'm here, boys and girls. I had the gentleman take off the landing gear. It's 2-piece landing gear, right? Here's one of them. I had him take them off because they were just so low. This was like literally 5 inches from the ground. And with the bouncing and stuff, I didn't want these to get ripped off or damaged, or then I got to pay for a claim. So I was like, just take them off. So now I'm about 20 minutes early, going to the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds, and I'm like 20 minutes early, so I'm going to climb down under all this nastiness here on the side of the road, because that is common, okay, if you are new. Yeah, it's common. So I'm going to roll around in this dirty dirt here and put them back on and have fun. Hopefully nobody kills me. And it'll be fine. But you know, again, impact 3/4 inch socket, you know, I got everything. It'll be boom 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 with an impact. It'll be super fun. Cool shit, check it out. Hello, Aurora, Colorado. It's a whole setup thing. I just parked the Nomad right there, and I'm gonna see if they want some help setting up after I find a bathroom. Those guys are putting together a dome, which sounds very cool. And they said if I wait a little while, you know, we can check out the inside of this thing. Very cool. I guess it's some kind of tiny house, you know, fairgrounds expose. They got a lot. There's another one back there. Gonna come down and get assembled. It's very cool. There's the old girl. By the way, you guys, still no check engine light, but we'll talk about the DEF. I've come to some new conclusions about the DEF and the DEF levels and the DEF usage, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. They're setting up something right there. They're setting up the dome right there. There's our little trailer. Let's go back with the customer and see what they got going on here. It's pretty cool. I get to show you guys. They pretty much set it up, you guys. Just check it out. So this is the front. The tow hitch is there, right under there, and these doors just kind of open up, and you have a nice little seating patio here. This is cool, man. It's going to be a little bit messy because they're not ready yet, but we get a sneak peek preview, right? Looks like living room area. It's canvas, so that's really nice. But you also have what I would assume is a heater and an AC, or at least an AC. But it's nice that the walls are canvas. I like that. I like to have a more, you know, natural air right after the living room. Wow, we got a nice big shower, canvas roof. That would be cool if it was raining and you're in here taking a shower. Full-size toilet, good shower, really nice sink. Look at this sink. Freaking as nice as in my house, dude. Look at the sconces. Nice sconces. And then this is going to be set up as the bedroom. God, that's just pretty. I love the freaking canvas. You got the TV mounted up. This would be a bedroom, and then you guys can see through the back. There's also another little patio back there. You could probably throw your little barbecue. It's roofed again with the canvas. That is just freaking cool. I love it. And when I'm transportation rich, I need one. I need one. So you guys, this is the Nomad unit, mscapescorp.com. If you're richer than I and you need to pick you up one because you're like, oh my God, I love it, go check them out. This was definitely a cool load for me. And I'm heading back home to Texas so I can take care of the pony. That was so freaking cool, you guys. Okay, so I have to tell you all the details. That the gentleman was on the phone when I was talking to his coworker. They're like partial owners. Super cool people, right? The best customers you could want. And they were like, thank you so much, you know, you took care of it. We've had some horror stories. Like I said, you know, you guys, I mean, it is a specialty thing. You have to go really slow. I took the extra time to take the landing gear off so it doesn't get busted. I mean, it is tall, it is a wind block. So you have to take your time when you're towing something like that, especially behind a 1-ton pickup. So let me give you the specs, you know, on this thing. So because of the canvas walls, right, that unit is classified as an RV, whereas a couple of the other units that I showed you, like the neighboring units, they were obviously, you could tell they were more expensive, right? And the gentleman was telling me this one is classified as an RV. So if you have property, right, and they say, okay, no, you can't have a tiny home or you can't have this or whatever, but you can have an RV, well, guess what? That still classifies as an RV. That unit is the model unit, so it's only 8.5 feet wide, which I thought was very smart and forward thinking of them to just bring a smaller unit, at least for transportation purposes. It makes it a lot easier to move that thing around and show it off. And you know, you can tell your customer base, yeah, but it comes actually 14 feet wide. And it comes disassembled. It is 32 or 34 feet long and 14 feet wide. Fully furnished base model, but fully furnished, $65,000, you guys. And then they have one that's a little larger that sleeps 6. So it still only has 1 bedroom, but it has a queen bed and 2 bunk beds. And then the living room can convert to, you know, the bed is a pull out or something like that. It can sleep 6. And obviously it's a little larger, but fully furnished, 85 grand. So I mean, if you've got a remote, remote hunting land, or shoot, I mean, that's even cool for Lexi. Like, Lexi's dying to get out of our house all of a sudden. We live in a 4-bedroom house, the 3 of us ladies, okay? And now she's 20, she has a good job now, and she's like, okay, I want to get out of it. I want to move out, and I want to move out. And I keep pushing. I'm like, dude, just get a tiny house and put it over here in the corner of the property, like far from us. We'll never bother you. You'll only see us when you want to come over and raid the fridge, Like, I don't want to let her go. But not only that, I know the cost of living. So it's like, to me, it don't make no sense, to want to move out to rent a mobile home or an apartment or something. It don't make no sense when Mama Bear has property, and it's like, just go shove a shed over there and you'll be fine. That's a really cool alternative, okay? I freaking love the canvas walls. I can't get over that. And to have a full-size sink, a full-size bathroom with a full-size sink, toilet, it's not an RV toilet, it's a real freaking toilet, and a real full-size stand-up shower. I think that's amazing. I mean, shoot, you get some owner finance land and one of those things, boom, you're done. At least for me, that's living. 10 acres, 20 acres, 200 acres, as much as I can afford, and one of them little suckers, shoot, I would be so happy, and you guys would never hear from me again. But I still have to run trucking, so I guess I'll be here for a while longer. But you guys check it out, mscapescorp.com. That is the Nomad unit. You can also check out their YouTube. It's gonna be linked in the description. Really cool load, cool people. They were very happy. They were very pleased with my service, and I knew that, you just got to take it slow. You got to take it slow. You got to take it easy and take it easy, okay? Take it easy, buddy. Because that's not something that you're going to do 75 in a 75, period. So if you guys are, looking into this power only stuff, I mean, some of these are specialty items. Every load is different when you're doing power only. Every trailer configuration is different. Everything is different. That's kind of why I prefer to stick to my own trailer. I know that trailer in and out. I can whip it anywhere, all of that stuff. So, but when you're running this power only stuff, it's a little bit different, my friend. It's a little bit different. So you guys, I'm 900 miles from home. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. I will be home tomorrow, but of course, the quicker I get home, the easier I can do my paperwork and rest in my pajamas and enjoy the female banter in my house. Everybody argues. Grandma argues with Lexi. Lexi complains about Mom, and I get to be the middleman and keep everything kosher. Take it easy, buddy. Okay, I tell her. These ladies are crazy. Not me. I'm not crazy. Okay, I'm not crazy. The one that I birthed and the one that birthed me are crazy, but I'm the in between. I missed that boat. I guarantee you guys, I missed it. All right, so just got to the house. You guys, 6 days, $6,000, power only. Oh, wrong one. Let's take a look at the miles. So this one I did all miles, okay? All miles since I left my house till I come back to my house. 3,676 miles. Now, mind you, approximately 1,500 of those miles were without a load, but it doesn't matter. They were still miles, right? In my mind, they were still miles. So $6,000 for 3,676. You guys do the math on that. Could I have done better with my trailer? Probably. Definitely less deadhead, for sure, 100%. Eddie will have made like 10 grand in 7 days, and I made 6 in 6. So I don't know, right? It's just different. I like this customer for my power only, so of course that's why I did it. But and it's a cool change of pace. It's a cool change of pace, but I prefer my trailers. I think I do a lot better with my trailers. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Stay tuned for the next video.